What's going on, guys? It's RacingBettor here, and today's video is going to be the third and final day of the Chester Boodles Festival tips. This is going to be going out on our Instagram and our YouTube pages. Make sure to follow them both, links are down below. So we're going to jump into the first race, which is the 150, and we're going to go with a 12-to-1 shot currently on Bet365 in Dragon's Tail. Sylvester D'Souza taking the mount, trained by Tom Dascombe. This horse was a runner-up to another Bat, who, let's just check, is 12-to-1 also currently in this race at this meeting last year. He's won here twice, once last season, lost his way a bit afterwards, and has had a breathing operation and been gelded since. Has the form on most ground, and I think he's going to come good here again today. And the next race is the 225 at Chester, and we're going to go for the favourite, currently 13-to-8 on Bet365 in Addeybb. Progressed to a good level over 1 mile on slow going early last season. Won the Lincoln Handicap at Doncaster and a Group 2 at Sandown. Not so good afterwards, but did have form on his third in the 1 mile 2 furlongs at Lingfield on the all-weather in November. Would give him a fair claim, but he's been hard to beat at the back of his best form. Trip's a slight question for him, but the ground conditions are in his favour, and for that we're going to back him all the way. James Doyle taking the mount, and I think he's going to be hard to beat on the 5-year-old. In the 3 o'clock, the third race at Chester, we're going to go with the favourite, Frankuss, the 4-to-1 favourite, ridden by Danny Trudeau and trained by O'Meara. Won a 10-mile 5 at Haydock in a Group 3 back in 2017 when he was with Mark Johnston. Refused to enter the stalls at this meeting last year and subsequently moved to the current trainer. Back to form when he was second in a 1 mile 4 ripping and a handicap on his recent reappearance. He's looking a very likely player, suited by good and soft ground, and the current ground conditions are well in his favour. So that's the 4-to-1 tip in the third. And in the fourth race, the 335, we're going with another favourite, Austrian School, trained by Mark Johnston and ridden by Joe Fanning. Course winner who's enjoyed a steady progression in 2018 at up to distances including 2 miles. Form went to the next level last month on his reappearance when he was a 6-length win in a competitive Queen's Cup handicap at Musselburgh. That was 1 mile 6 and on good ground. Well treated under a £3 penalty and low drawn prominent racer, ideal for Chester, and should have a very nice passage today. Has won on soft ground as a 2-year-old and a very big chance to back that up. And in the 5th race, we're going with Can Boogie, the 9-to-4 second favourite, trained by Tom Dascombe again, ridden by Jane Elliott with the £3 claim. 3 5-furlong wins last year, including a novice race at the course. A useful third in class and distance, and a Class 2 handicap on his reappearance only this Wednesday on good to soft ground. More is needed if he can be turned out of that again. I think it's going to be strong, obviously. Hard to beat. This race did have Catchy, the favourite, but obviously he's a non-runner, leaving this contest wide open, and I think Can Boogie can take it today. Tip for the 440 at Chester is going to be Bahama Moon, trained by John Joe O'Neill, ridden by Conor Merter with the £3 claim. Won over a shorter mark here in 2017. Has then since had an unsuccessful spell trying to hurdle. He did have a breathing operation again ahead of his last start, and that was a 2-mile race at Warwick, where he finished 4th of 9. Interesting back in this sphere, suited by good and testing ground, and I think that it may just have the background to take this one. And in the final race, the 5:15, we are going with Coeur de Lion, trained by Alan King, with Theodore Hammer Hansen on board with the £5 claim. Currently 7-2 at Bet365, beaten by a neck in this race last year off the same mark. Was a runner-up again in Newbury on soft ground in his latest reappearance on the 12th of April. So there's plenty to suggest that he's going to be there or thereabouts on that premise. And I think with the ground, we're going to be able to take this one and have a nice day. And that does round up all of our tips for the day. If you do like the video, please leave a like. Remember to follow us for more. And we've been RacingBettor. Take it easy.